Oh, hey, I didn't see you over there.
Oh, God.
Okay, hold on. Closing up shop so I don't lose anything here.
I told him he had to take that off because it's an eyesore.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on our channel. Today is a special day because I'm finally showing you guys my office, everything I did to it, the renovation, the transformation, the decor. Everything in our house is very much a collaborative effort between Julie and I, except our offices. Our offices are very much like personalized and individualized.
Yep.
And custom to like who we are and our own like taste and style and design. I think we each give each other free reins to like pursue our offices and make them like what we desire.
I think mine's due for an update.
It is. Actually, I don't know. Your office is like...
It's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah.
I think maybe some decor.
Just the decor, yeah.
But because the office is like your space where you spend a lot of time when you're working, it should be like the most like you of anywhere in your house. Like you as an individual. So that's exactly what I did. I transferred this whole room and made it something I desired. I did a lot of it, or almost like, I would say 99% of it myself, other than installing the wood floors.
That's right.
Everything that's in here I did myself. The smooth walls, the shiplap, all the way up the ceiling, all that kind of stuff, all the design choices, the decor, all that good stuff.
I assisted, against my will, but I did.
You did help me paint a little bit of the black shiplap, and you gave me some like emotional support.
That's right.
Because it was a little bit harder than I expected.
Yeah, we wouldn't recommend doing it yourself.
Yeah, it was a little bit harder than I expected to be, or not harder necessarily. It took
time
longer
consuming.
than I expected it to.
Yeah, months.
But it was also like at the end of the day, after like working, it was like my way to like unwind. I really enjoyed the project, and I almost like prolonged it intentionally. If that makes sense.
Kind of like a form of therapy.
Yeah, it's like a slow effort, and it's always like changing. I still, like I said, I haven't hung out a lot of art. It's still not completely finished, but don't want to delay anymore. A lot of y'all are asking for the tour. Here to give it to you. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I'll show some before and after pictures. This room was like very bare. It was gray walls. It was textured, like kind of like our master bathroom and bedroom.
Yep.
This was the first room we ever did with like smooth walls to try it out, and we loved it. So that's why we took it into our bedroom. If you are just finding us through this video, we also just put out another video a couple days ago of our master bedroom and bathroom renovation process. We did a whole master suite renovation transformation, and it was awesome. We had so much fun doing it, and we just released that video, so go check that out after you watch this one. But let's don't waste any more time, and let's jump into the video. Alright, so the grand entry, actually, I would say this for the finale because it's one of my favorite pieces and really made the room, is this custom door we had made. We've shown it in another vlog, so if you are new here, we do vlog a lot of our life. We've showed this getting installed. And actually, the company that installed it, they also have a YouTube channel as well. They're called Basic, and they have a video they just put out, I believe a week or so ago, of the process of making this door. So we'll link that down below in the description box if you want to refer to that later.
Yep.
But this door, it was custom made. I actually designed it and came up with like the layout of the door, how I wanted the panels on the left-hand side, the way I wanted the handle, the layout of like the different paneling and the glass. Just everything was custom made, and I was able to draw up some mock-ups, send it to them, and they were able to execute it perfectly. So yeah, I really fell in love with the room even more once this door was complete. And I think this is one of the reasons why we waited so long to show the whole office, because I was waiting for this like prize piece. Yeah,
this door literally made it. Just as the perfect entrance, and I just think it's like a statement.
It's amazing.
It's perfect.
It's cool. Is like when you walk into our house, the entry's over there, and when you first walk in, like you catch this door, that kind of draws you into the whole house because, like, I mean, that's like the first thing.
Totally beautiful.
But we do have a leather handle on it, which is dope as well. Worked with the owner of the company on kind of customizing that, and they did a great job there as well.
So good.
We love the black steel. And one thing to know, which I'll highlight in a second, is the window framing in there. It's now black. I'll show you like the materials I used for that. But the door now matches the windows perfectly and just kind of ties the whole room together.
Totally.
The doors made the entry, but what made the room in my mind is the floors themselves. They're like so special. It took me a while to find the flooring that I wanted, but I had the vision in mind, and I was on the search for quite a while, but found these floors. They're antique floors. They're 19th century, so 1800s, France, and we got them at, once again, our favorite antique store in Dallas, and we'll link that down below as well. But these floors, they're from an old barn actually, and I had them pick out like different pieces of wood that would all kind of like aesthetically be the same rather than mismatching like darks and lights. I wanted to all flow and be more of like a lighter color across the entire room, but still mismatch in the sense of different widths, different lengths, and all that good stuff. So that was my favorite part about this wood, is that every piece is a different thickness.
That's right.
And it just makes it look like a little bit more rough around the edges.
Yeah, a little more vintage, lived in, like imperfect, you know?
I wanted the vibe to be like an atelier, like a studio in Europe somewhere that's
totally,
like, you know, old, that you can walk into, and like maybe there was like some paint splatters. When I was actually painting the walls, I got some white paint on the floor and I was like, that actually looks pretty dope, like maybe some paint splatters, but ended up sanding it out.
And actually, fun fact about these floors, they were pretty hard to get right. They actually installed them the first time, and unfortunately the color was not right. It looked more like an American ranch kind of barn, and that's not what the vision or the goal was.
I wasn't satisfied.
He was not, yeah.
We had to like,
they actually had to tear it up.
Tear like half the flooring up and like replace pieces and bring in new boards that would match like the color I was going for.
Yeah, but that's just kind of what you have to do to get things exactly right. And now it doesn't really read ranch, it's just more vintage. So
yeah,
fun fact.
I do enjoy design a lot. I wouldn't say I have like the best eye for design, but one thing I'm very, very particular about is the materials we use.
Yes.
Going back to the days of like the backyard gravel.
Totally.
Just I'm very particular about the different materials and like nailing those, because to me the materials
and like structure. Yep.
You can have like the best decor inside of a room, but if the materials aren't right, then
it's not gonna work.
Yeah, mismatch. So
totally.
Anyway, flooring, love the flooring. I did white walls. So once again, it was early evening. I say once again because every video we're like, the walls were early evening. And the entire house, the walls are early evening by PPG. It's like a beige, grayish color, I guess. And they were orange peeled walls, much like this right here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can tell like the color. It's a little bit darker.
This is the original color of the room.
And it was orange peel. And so I added a smooth coating over that orange peel and painted it white. That part took me quite a long time.
Smooth.
I also had the doors taken out of here, the doors taken off the closet, and smoothed out around the edges as well before this piece was installed. Mm-hmm. And then another part that took me a very long time was
the shiplap.
The shiplap. Because it's not just on a wall, it goes all the way up, angled on the angled ceiling piece, and then on the ceiling. So the angled part, I would say, probably took me the longest.
Oh yeah.
And this shiplap, actually from Home Depot, it comes white, and so we had to
paint each panel.
Each panel, and then I had to go through and measure each like angled piece, get that right, paint that. Do all that stuff, hang it all up, glue it down, nail it in, cover the nail holes, repaint it, touch up. It was just like a long process. But it was fun, and it was like the most fulfilling, I think, piece of the project that I felt good about.
Yeah, I agree. And it makes the room. Kind of gives it a Scandinavian feeling.
Yeah, I'll list the black that I used in the description box. I forget the name of it.
Okay.
It is by...
We get it at Home Depot?
Sherwin, I believe.
Okay.
We got the white at Home Depot as well, and it's pure white by Behr. So the paint colors we'll list all down below. I'll list the material I used to smooth out the wall down below as well.
Yep.
If you're interested in doing it yourself.
That's a hard one. I would hire someone for that.
Before we move on to the decor, last thing I'll point out is the fact that these windows were not black. I taped them all up and painted them black with, actually, it's called Rust-Oleum. And it's spray paint. I actually left it out so I could show you guys. And yeah, it's Rust-Oleum, so it helps with rust since it is a window. Like, you know, things can get wet, stuff like that. Moisture can build up, so it prevents it from rusting and just lasts a long time on wood, metal, plastic, all that good stuff. All right, lastly, changed out the baseboards. It had like an old traditional baseboard on across the room with carpet. And after we replaced the flooring, we replaced it with 5-inch, just regular squared off baseboards. Made it look a little bit more modern.
Yeah.
So when you have like a rustic feel with the wood, I feel like you got to kind of go modern like everywhere else. Or
Totally.
to like country vibe or like
Agree.
rustic. I don't want it to go ranchy. And so that was my biggest fear with wooden floors like this when they're old. It can go ranchy very easily if the decor and the rest of the colors aren't right. So yeah. All right, moving on to the decor items. Before we jump in, I want to just highlight, I think I said this earlier, but I do have a lot of like art laying across the room. Some of the pieces are intended to be on the ground. Other pieces are things I just haven't hung up yet. Don't know where I'm going to hang them up yet, or haven't decided where I'm going to like place them in the room. So bear with me, I'll still show you those pieces, but they're just on the ground. Okay, so for the decor, starting with the chairs, these chairs, these are probably the most asked about question in my entire office, are where these chairs are from. This was probably one of my bigger splurges in the office. They are from Restoration Hardware. They are custom in the sense like picking out what type of wood you want, what type of leather, if you want leather, what type of material, the color, all that good stuff. So really fell in love with these. I think I saw them in the store first,
or
but in a different color. And then I wanted them to kind of be like add a lighter element to the room.
You know, they're like a suede leather. They're really pretty.
And they'll like age over time. Like I think we'll have these for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Whether they're in my office, maybe they'll be moved to the living room at some point. They'll be a piece that we have forever, like added to the collection.
Yep.
Now that I mentioned the RH piece, I'll show the other couple RH pieces before moving on to everything else. Only other things from RH I believe I have in the room is my light fixture, which I guess was also another splurge.
Beautiful. It was.
Lights in offices are so important.
Oh yeah.
It really changes the look of the entire office, and I thought gold would be nice because, one, for resale value, I didn't want to make this room too masculine. I wanted it to be kind of like gender neutral. I thought gold would be like a nicer element to like soften it a little bit for anyone, but also like I think gold's dope. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's important too when you're working with black to not overdo it because it can start to just look really heavy if you're going that direction. But I think layering different metals and colors is nice. So I like the gold. It's nice.
And I feel like of the entire room, I feel like I have a lot of like natural materials, and so I think gold also adds like a little bit like of a
Juxtaposition.
Elevated element.
I agree.
Kind of changes a little bit.
Yep.
So I don't like when everything in a room is the same. For instance, like I do have a lot of like Native American art. I could put like 10 pieces of Native American art in the room.
Then it's not as special.
Then it's not as special. It's like you kind of like pick and choose which pieces you want and kind of tie them in with other things.
That's right.
Other piece from Restoration Hardware is this chair right here. I love the chair. I don't know if I would recommend it for an office chair. And honestly, I don't even know why I'm saying that. Like, I like it a lot for my office, but I feel like it goes better like in the corner somewhere.
As like a decor chair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would be cute. Like if you had a different chair, I could put it in the corner next to like a little table.
It's just this room is fairly small.
It is.
It opened up definitely when we changed it. But what I do like about this chair is that it adds like another texture to the room. We have a lot of like straight lines, a lot of like natural things like the wood and stone, and all kinds of stuff like that. This adds like another natural element, but just like a different texture.
Yeah. In between the chairs, we have this vintage like tree stump that we found at a vintage store. Makes a perfect little ottoman in between, and then he's got some knickknacks on here. This is actually the best smelling candle ever.
It is. I was about to say that, and I was going to say like it's not just like biased for guys. Like it's Julia's favorite.
I love it.
Well.
I went online to buy more, and it's sold out.
Yeah, it is awesome. It is black spruce, pine, cedarwood, and citrus candle.
It's called their coastal candle or something. I looked it up, but it's sold out right now. But
like
it smells amazing.
Just to my office, it illuminates the whole
entire house. Yeah.
I have this as a paperweight, and it just reminds me of Goose.
Oh.
Noah, and I got it while he was still alive, but now it's just kind of a little piece left behind.
Little gooser.
We'll keep this here and
coasters.
Have some coasters. Yeah, I don't know where the hell these are from, but
probably Home Goods.
Yeah. This actually is, although like everyone don't hate me, this is a real beaver skin. But it was a beaver that my grandfather had killed. One of his friends down in East Texas at their lake house was having a beaver problem on their farm, and my grandfather, the Eagle Scout that he is, went and took care of that problem. and he did this himself. He like skinned it, tanned it, and everything like that. So
that's cool.
That was like a really cool piece like that he gave me.
Yeah.
Behind me is the closet, or what used to be a closet door. I had planned at one point to put a slider here, but once I opened it up and smoothed off the walls, I liked it open because I don't have a bookshelf in here, and I thought I could like kind of somehow turn this into a bookshelf. It's slowly over time just kind of collected like different junk that I have, or like it was really nice having this here while I was working on the project. But
for all your books.
But inside of here, I have like 1/10 of my book collection, I think. For all of you who know, I like to collect books, but I have some up top, some here. I haven't really like I don't really have a plan for this yet. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna stage it yet.
For sure.
But I do want to treat it like stylized shelving. One thing I can show you are these.
Oh.
Now, these were Julia's that she made in
fashion school. Yeah, I sketched them.
And I think you thought you threw these away like a couple years ago.
I think I did.
And I dug them out of the trash and have hidden them, and I've since wanted to frame them for you. So.
Oh, that's so cute.
But I thought they're pretty cool.
Fun.
Look at that, like young Julia.
That is true. I should keep those. Yeah. Like hang them in my closet or something.
Have other stuff in here that's like inspiring, like different design books and stuff like that. One thing I do use this closet for is basically everything Julia wants me to throw away goes in here.
Exactly. I saw that bucket. I put that literally in the trash.
So these buckets, I think these are amazing, okay?
Why?
This is an old water bowl.
That one's cool, but I don't know about that one.
This is an old ass ice cream bucket, ice cream maker. Okay? And I think I like how it's like patinaed. I've used both of these as trash cans at some point in time. This one still has trash in it. But yeah, I hide stuff in here that she doesn't want me to keep anymore. So
Hunter's a hoarder.
Thought I would show that. Also, like how I showed those pictures that Julie did. Like she threw it in the trash, pulled them out, stuffed in here. I do have a couple of things that these are shark's teeth. My grandfather, my same grandfather, he has a whole collection of shark's teeth that he has found himself, and he had a colleague of his that he sent a bunch to, and she turned them into like different jewelry pieces. So I don't know, I've kind of hung on to these for a while. Neither here nor there. My collection of like some of my drinking bookers. So yeah, just like a collection of like tech equipment, nothing exciting. Back over here, this is the hat I got made in Wyoming for everyone that's our whole Wyoming vlog. Just like to keep this piece in here since it's, you know, kind of a cool thing for me. Up here we have an old vintage ladder. It's an old Dutch ladder, which I think is awesome. Love Dutch carpentry. It's mortise and tenon, really cool joinery. So when I saw this at an antique shop, I was like, gotta take it. And I think it's upside down, but I put it upside down on purpose because I like the hardware up top. Like those little footings. I just think they add a nice little element.
Cute.
Hanging from this ladder, I have a couple things. One is this like faux fur from, I think, IKEA.
Yeah.
This vintage American flag, which I never thought I'd be someone that has like a flag hanging in my office. But this one's cool because it's a 48 star flag. It's before there were 50 states, there were 48 stars.
It's cool.
So kind of a cool.
It's kind of weathered.
They're hard to find.
Yeah.
So when I saw that one, had to get it as well. So it's kind of like a prize piece. And then I have this, which is also a prize piece. So my grandfather made this for me as well. The same one that got me the beaver skin. He made this whole leather sheath and put it all together, did all the knotting and the ties, and he just knows I'm into stuff like this, and he's into stuff like that, and made the flint arrowhead.
So cool.
And he had this knife made out of flint and a deer antler. And just, yeah, it's something that I'll always keep with me.
That's awesome.
On the ground behind it, I have a couple baseball bats that Julia's dad has given me over the years. He's like a bat collector, and these are a couple like unique bats that would be specific to me, players that I like, or teams that I've like followed since I was a kid. Have a pot with nothing in it right now. I think I had a plant here at one point, but it died while we were on vacation, or it died while we were at home. We basically kill
we kill any plant we have.
Have a couple of these mirrors. I have 4 of them. Julia's been, she just doesn't like them.
I'm not a fan.
She's not a fan. I really like them. I just haven't found a place for them yet, or a layout of how I want to hang them or display them. I'm kind of thinking I'd rather display them on shelves. So like on something like this situation, but I don't think it's going to go in that situation. So I might have to go in our living room.
No.
Okay. Last piece over here is this guitar Julia's dad gave this to me, I think, on a birthday or one of our anniversaries or something.
Christmas.
It's signed by Bob Dylan. He knows I'm really into music, and I mean, what an iconic person to symbolize like that you're into music. It's Bob Dylan. So really love that. I will once again probably display that somewhere. I have some guitar hooks that I'll probably display that on. So, all right, so the rug in here, get questions about this as well. Very affordable rug, got it from Urban Outfitters. It kind of has more of that like jute rug look, but it's not a jute rug, just a kind of a cheap quality rug, but it works nicely in here. Perfect size, they have different sizes, and I would recommend it, like I love it.
Very affordable, we will link it, it's cute.
Okay, another thing I get asked a lot about is this desk, another one of my favorite pieces. I actually had my eye on this desk for about 3 years or so before I finally pulled the trigger. I'm in love with it. It'll always be my desk for at least the next like 15 years, like wherever we are, wherever we end up, this will go nicely. But what I really like about it is the fact that it adds like an industrial element to like this non-industrial room. There's like nothing in here in my mind that gives off an industrial feel, but because it has like this gear setup and mechanism down below it, kind of adds like a nice flair and very unique in my mind.
And you actually can turn that wheel. Yeah,
so like, but when I say the gears, it actually works like a gear would, and it allows it to raise up and down, so you can make it a standing desk, lower it, you know, whatever that might be. But metal, steel with a glass top, and it's really my only like glass item in here besides some mirrors. So
yeah, it's really cool. And I feel like standing desk is so helpful if you work from home, because you got to switch it up so you're not sitting on your bed all day.
I will say, just like any glass top item, if you have a glass coffee top, you probably understand, but hard to keep clean.
Yeah, definitely. You have to clean it like every day.
Yeah. On the desk itself, have a few things, some necessary, some not. But decor-wise, have this. I think Julie used to have this in one room, but I snatched it.
Good Zara home, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like a nice, like natural look, and have some like dried out wheat just to add some like plant in here, just because I can't keep a plant alive, so I might as well buy one that's already dead.
Already tried.
Have this antler. I think we got also at an antique shop, and I like the way it kind of sits on the desk. So I move it around a lot. Have a notebook here that I use every single day. While I'm editing videos, I'm like taking notes on things we have to link, all that good stuff. Apple black keyboard and an Apple black mouse. And then book-wise, have a couple design books.
I got this for you for our anniversary.
Yeah.
Like a black leather bound book. It's called Roman and Williams Buildings and Interiors, and I thought it's a perfect manly book.
Yeah. I don't look through it as much as I thought I would, per usual, just like any other book I buy. But it is really dope.
Yeah.
Lastly, on my desk, have my headphones here. These are Beats.
Good for editing.
Kind of my go-to, yeah, they're good for editing, keep the noise out. Have a headphone stand just to kind of keep it off the desk and tidy. And then your mom got me this.
She did?
Yeah. I think she got it like at an antique shop as well. Don't really know what it is. It looks like a huge clothespin.
It does.
But what I've used it for, believe it or not, is like if I'm doing stuff and I have important papers, I like
clip them in.
And I like clip them in.
It's kind of
so
perfect.
It's kind of like a paperweight.
It's cool.
In a way. This mirror, one I got off of Amazon, very affordable. I bought it for my DIY project to do a cement border around. So I was going to do a cement border.
Haven't gotten around to that.
Yeah. I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I was wanting to find a kind of a more affordable, cheap mirror that had a thicker frame for the project.
Cool.
And then last but not least, over here, I have a couple pieces of art. Most of you, if you follow the channel, you know what this is and you know where it was. This was above our bed before our master bedroom renovation. It's from Pottery Barn. Yeah. Everyone wants it and you can't find it.
I know. It's just like black and white. It's kind of like a felt material. Gives like a, kind of definitely goes with the aesthetic of this room. And a nice wood frame. But yeah, we had it above the bed and just, we wanted to switch it up. So
yeah, we had it horizontal above the bed, and then I've since put it vertical in here. I think I'll leave it on the ground. I like the way it looks on the ground.
Yeah, I think it would look really nice on this wall.
Yeah. And then I have this piece. It's on acrylic. And
so cool.
This is done by Chris Coleman, who we met in Nashville. If you saw the Nashville vlogs a couple years back.
Yeah, if you can actually go to our Nashville vlog and see us go to his studio and pick out this piece, and he also made some custom pieces.
Yeah, we bought a bunch. We probably bought like 10 to 15 pieces from him. Mm-hmm. And some of my favorite pieces that I have in my like art collection are from him. I really like this one a lot. One, he does everything with his fingers, which is incredible.
So cool.
And I like that he, from an artist perspective, he's a musician. So he was the lead guitarist for Kings of Leon for a long time. He has done a lot of music with Chris Stapleton, with Miranda Lambert, with a bunch of different artists. So it's cool that he's like a musician first, and then he's kind of picked up artistry on the side.
Yeah.
And now he's like focuses mostly on art. So just
So
kind
cool.
of a cool story. But I liked that it's mostly like black and white with like just like a touch of red. That's like the only really color element in the room. The red on this, and then the red on the American flag.
It's cool.
I do
It's your
appreciate
office.
this space because it's my space.
Yeah.
It's my office.
It's your expression.
Yeah, and it's definitely an expression of me, including the clutterness. You know, my mind's always off in some other place, so.
Exactly.
It is
Very accurate.
But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll try to link everything we can down below, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Bye.